What's up, my logically offensive money gang? This is Willie Chambo, aka the Atheist Killer, aka Stocktradamus, back at you with another video. Like I always tell you guys, I'm not a financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. I don't do technical breakdowns. I don't deep dive like Greg Louganis in a fucking Speedo. And unlike your favorite YouTuber, I don't even do my own due diligence. But one thing I do know how to do is pick those winners. And in return, all I ask is that after you get rich picking the stocks I tell you to pick, you come on back and show your boy a little bit of love by hitting that Cash App link right down there in the description box. Also, if you're interested in 3 months exclusive access to our secret watch list as well as personalized trading tips, please feel free to hit me up on Instagram anytime you want, man, or email me down below. All winners, all the time. So without any further ado, let's get into today's video.
Ray Ocean, no, you did that.
Hello? So before we begin, I want to remind all you loyal listeners and the people that are new to my channel, I'm primarily a long-term growth investor. I don't do too much day trading, and I don't have time to stare at a goddamn computer screen all day long when there are beautiful women and beaches to be explored. So day trading, it's not really my thing. I always tell you guys, get into your stocks like you get into your side chicks, baby, long and strong. And if that's something that you want to do, if that's a strategy that you want to adhere to, well, this is the right place for you. Now, most of you already know this, but I'm the captain of the goddamn ship. I don't do the fishing. I don't do the diving. I don't do the scrubbing of the decks. I drive the boat, and I decide what we throw back and what we bring to shore. It's basic. In other words, this is the last channel that you come to before making your final decision about what companies to add to your portfolio and which ones you leave behind. Now, don't get me wrong. Being the captain of such an important ship and being the final destination for my logically offensive money gang does come with its perks. But there are also some important tasks required of the captain to ensure success. One of these tasks is discovering and signing high-level talent. In this case, skillful, effective, competent, and dedicated divers who are not shy about doing the work and who do excellent fucking work. They're the ones getting their hands dirty. They're the ones putting in the hours, deep diving into the fucking unknown, the murky abyss, scouring the ocean floor hour after hour looking for gems and bringing the potential treasures back to the surface for me, Willie Chambo, to evaluate. Now, once on board, I clean off the potential winners, dust them off, and I decide, my job, I decide which ones are worth keeping and which ones we throw back. This is the most critical step of all because while there are many competent divers out there, not just anyone can be a successful stockboat captain, and this is a fact. And assembling the wrong team or hiring the wrong divers can be detrimental and lead to your ship sinking in the middle of the goddamn ocean, and we don't want your ship sinking in the goddamn middle of the ocean. Don't be a fucking hip. On the other hand, bringing in the right talent or bringing in the right team, assembling the right guys can turn even the weakest boat captain into an overnight success, fellas. Now, remember, all these divers that I have on my team, they all serve a different purpose. Some deep dive, some carry more weight than others up to the boat, some have better logic than others, but they all play a vital and important role to the team. This is an overall team game. You don't want an entire offense just full of wide receivers. You got to have different guys for different positions, okay? Now, with that being said, let's have a look at the Logically Offensive Money Gang official divers as it stands for February 5th, 2021. So up first on the list, we got the man, the myth, the legend himself, Stockmo, former financial advisor, former teacher, but now finds himself as a YouTube stock sensation. Next up, we got Tom Nash, the chubby little Russian spy, dude. I think he's a spy, I'm not really sure. Allegedly, blah, blah, blah. But between me and you guys, I'm gonna tell you, the fucking guy's an emotional little snowflake, but I keep him around because he's smart and he's good at what he does. Next on the list, we got Meet Kevin, smart, young, talented fella, talks about real estate too much, talks about the stimulus too much, but I keep him around for his stock advice. Next on the list, we got Fresh Mind Investing. I really like the way this lady thinks. She does some great breakdowns. She's logical, she's rational, and she has the ability to do something that not a lot of people know how to do, which is look into the future with 2025 and 2030 vision. If you don't know about it, go check her out. The next diver I got working for me is known as Zip Trader. I'm starting to like this guy's channel more and more every day. He's highly intelligent, and he's proven to me that he knows how to pick those winners. Someone who could predict the market trends is highly valuable member of the team, man, even if they got a lisp or a weird-ass face. Now, the next guy, most people already know who this fella is. He's a young, talented phenom, and he has his hand on the pulse of life-changing stocks. If you don't know him, now you know him. His name is Dead Inside. He's already made me a shit ton of money off of BNGO and some other stocks, so hey, shout out to this guy. Next on the list, we got Smart Trader. He flies under the radar a lot. Not a lot of people know about him, but I know about him. Hired him. He's working on my boat. Very talented, brings a unique perspective, and He works hard for the team. Next on the list, we got Mr. Bowtie himself. Mr. High Energy himself. Mr. If you can't handle the heat, stay out of the kitchen and consider investing in the index funds. Who is that? That is Keenan Grace. Shout out to my boy Keenan Grace, always keeping it litty like a titty. Next on the list, we got a dude, RY, better known as Retire Young. Not that great at picking stocks. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Not that fucking great at that. But he drives a Corvette. He makes funny skits. And he has one of the most entertaining stock channels on YouTube. So I let him stay on the boat, man. The dude's funny as shit. Go check him out. Next on the list, we got a regular, average Joe, an everyday fella who goes by the name of Richard Allen. Someone that we can all relate to. Someone that we feel like we can trust. Just a normal fucking guy, dude. Plus, he keeps us all updated on NNDM, so I'm keeping him around. Next on the list, we got Dr. Dean Investing. Now, if you're interested in the next big plays that are coming up in the medical sector, or the next big plays that are going to pop in the medical sector, then this, my friends, is the guy for you. Check him out. Next on the list, we got my financial friend, otherwise known as, hi guys, it's Sam. Today we're going to be talking about this fucking kid. I'm not going to lie to you, he's one of my top 5 contributors to the team, man. Quality and quantity. This dude brings tons of winners, even though it looks like he hasn't slept in about 3 months. Next on the list, we got Invest with Henry. Check out Invest with Henry, man. This guy is not one of my favorite divers, and that's not a diss, but he isn't afraid to do the solid research to get his hands dirty, and he has shown potential for bringing solid picks back to the boat, and that's what I like, man. That's what we're all about. Next on the list, we got someone who is quickly becoming one of my favorite channels. He goes by the name of Mcash. He's extremely detailed. He brings the fucking heat, dude. He brings the information. I like his logic. And any of his videos are generally on point for picking tons of winners. Next on the list, we got a dude. Goes by the name of Aaron, better known as Aaron. He says that at the front of all his videos. His channel is called Neo Trending. Check him out. He's a former convict, but we don't give a shit about none of that, dude. He's a Neo Bull. And if you're a Neo Bull, you know your boy down with you, man. He does a similar leverage strategy that I do. So, I'm going to keep this guy on the goddamn boat. Because if you do a similar strategy to your captain, then you know you got to be on the right path, baby. Next up on the list, we got Mr. Nick Marson. I like to call him Slicky Nick, dude. This guy's a smooth operator, a smooth criminal. Everything he says sounds like a question, but we don't give a shit about that. This guy's a great diver, and he will be working hard for me for a very long time. So shout out to you, Nick Marson. I appreciate your videos, man. Next up on the list, we got the Conor McGregor of the stock game. The Conor McGregor of the YouTube stock game, the Irish Wonder Boy, who looks like he just found a pot of Lucky Charms every time he comes on my screen. And his name is Jack Spencer Investing. Always bringing that positive energy as well as strong due diligence. I appreciate you, bro. I love your channel. Next on the list, we got Mr. Invest a Lot. He's a rare combination of comedy and skills. His mindset has shown me that he has the potential for being an MVP type of player for success. And that's what I like, baby. He's a premier diver and he continues to grow every day. Next on the list, we got a guy named Wagner Saucedo. If you don't know about Wagner Saucedo, well, he's a decent contributor to the team. Unfortunately, he has some Rainbow Boy tendencies. And for that, we don't actually let him sleep on the boat, okay? He has to sleep off the boat on a blow-up raft. So after he brings up his finds each day and he brings them up back to the surface, we don't let him actually on the deck. We send him back over to his blow-up raft. That's just how it is, Wagner. Hope you're not a rainbow. Next on the list, we got Mike Jones Investing. Now, I'm not talking about the rapper Mike Jones. I'm talking about Mike Jones Investing. This guy's cool, calm, collected. He's a solid diver, man. He's got a cool channel, and I'd like to tell you, I really do like your teal background, brother. Every time I see your videos and I see that goddamn background, I tell my wife, hey, go out there and get me a background like that. I like that shit. The next kid on our list is a secret genius. He kind of cringy, might be weird, not really sure. I could do it without all the videos in the goddamn bathtub. But when you got that kind of brain power, fella, you can work for me anytime. And this diver's name is In the Money. Check him out, In the Money. Next on the list, we got Financial Health. Now, he's the guy, you probably know about him. He's the guy that does the computer-generated voice and text over the generic video backgrounds. But I like his output, man. I like his quality and I like his quantity. And he's bringing me those daily gems and information, especially about Neo, so you know I fucking enjoy it. Next on the list, we got Money in Motion. Another smooth criminal, another smooth operator, quickly becoming one of my favorite channels and one of my favorite divers. I love this guy working for me. He has great insights and ability to contribute to the team at a high level, dude. Plus, He likes Neo, and again, if you like Neo, well then I like you. Next up, we got the Money Mind. This is one of my Class B drivers. Okay, that's not a diss. You can always move up to be a Class A diver, and you can get a raise. But right now, you're at a lower pay scale. Now, this guy tries way too fucking hard. He needs to calm down with his weird ass costumes and his weird ass clothes. But he does do some decent research and due diligence, so I'm going to keep him around for a little bit. Quite possibly, he may be able to rise on up in the ranks. Now, finally, last but not least, a crazy bastard who doesn't really know shit about diving, doesn't really know shit about stocks. But I got to keep him on a ship for entertainment purposes only, of course. And that is your boy, Mr. Terry Yonker, a.k.a. the mayor of Gnogville, the former mayor of LCA before they switched over. But guys, yeah, check him out. Anyway, let me tell you this, man. There are a lot of ips out there, so be careful. Don't be a fucking ip yourself. And if an ip wants to be a diver or come work for you, if you're trying to be a boat captain, you're never going to be the level boat captain that I am because of all the guys that I've hired. But if you're trying to be a boat captain and you're hiring guys, you got to be leery of some of these fuckers because they will have your boat sinking in the middle of the ocean. And I don't want your boat sinking in the middle of the ocean, fellas. Hey, the reason I did this because I just want to show you guys some love, man. Don't take none of this shit too serious. These are just some guys I want to shout out and let them know that I appreciate the work that they do because they're making me a shit ton of money. And if we continue to all work together in this community, we're just gonna all continue to succeed and grow as a team, dude, because we're all on the same goddamn boat. I see you soon. I am the Atheist Killer. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good shit. And if you want to join the 3-month secret watch list and stock tips or whatever the fuck you want to do, hit me up on Instagram or hit me up at the email down below. Until next time, I see you guys. I'm out of here, bro. Peace.